and welcome to another episode of The Net Worth Show. Today we have with us a very interesting guest. His name is Anand and he has a very fascinating story.
I've done all the mistakes in finance. I've flattened my account zero twice.
Yeah.
And I went into ULIP investment, fixed deposit investments, every damn thing I've done on that.
He's made every financial mistake that you can think of and has still gotten rich. What does your total net worth look like?
Yeah, 13 to 15 crores. I see my portfolio from 43 lakhs, it has gone to 65 lakhs. I invested 10 lakhs into the US market. That has given me like 160% of growth. And again, I did the biggest mistake of my life.
Don't tell me you sold again.
I told him. I came across this future and options, took a capital of 5 lakhs, wiped it off entirely. Again brought a capital of 5 lakhs, eroded it again. I brought another 5 lakhs.
And
Then again that got wiped off.
oh no.
That's when I understood there's something called as whales and sharks in the market. I thought like I'm a very big literate now in finance.
Yeah.
Let me try to go with the stock picking.
Yeah.
So I've heard of the term as copycat investing.
Yeah.
So I see the big top players, Rakesh Junjunwala ji, Rakesh Damani. I see all of their portfolios. What all they hold. 225x it has made. Like that's the power of compounding.
So today we're going to understand how he really made it happen. I promise you it's a very interesting conversation, so stay tuned till the end. Hi Anand, thank you so much for coming here. I want to start with your journey. So you started from scratch.
That's right.
Let's talk about your career progression. And while you were growing your career, how did your income change with time?
I would say like my father gave us the best education. So I completed my engineering. And after which the traditional Indian route is to get into an IT job.
Yeah.
So we started looking out for an IT job, but I couldn't get one. So I started doing everything from scratch. I started doing a little bit of marketing, sales, and did a little bit of IT. And when I was working, in fact, I went into call centers too. I worked in the night shifts in the call centers.
Okay.
And in the mornings, I would be like trying to work for a company. I had this idea of starting up my own business.
Okay.
So when I asked my father, like, give me some funds, I'm going to start a business. He said, like, nothing doing. I can't even pay your telephone bill. And I thought, like, I'll start as a freelancer, but I could give some services to the company.
Okay.
And that's how I started up my IT journey. And my first pay was like roughly about 6,000 rupees.
Okay.
So that's how I started. It was in the year 2001, 2. And I was working there in the call centers in the night shift. Morning I come home for like about 8 a.m. something. Sleep for 2 hours, get to the work again by 11 a.m. And like work for the main shift. So that's how I started my career.
So you were hustling.
Yeah, very
full
much.
time.
Full time I was hustling. Then luckily I would say like I was fortunate enough to get a job into a big IT company in Chennai.
Okay.
Then I started working for them. My pay was roughly about like 12,500 rupees.
Okay.
So after all the debits and stuff. So, but then we never had the idea of saving because that was not inculcated to us. Like we never had this in our, I would say like my blood at least.
Yeah.
My parents never taught me the concept of saving, and whatever money we get, we try to pull it at home, and we try to take care of all the home expenses. We could try to afford for things which we couldn't do when we were young. So that's how it all started up.
So then when were you introduced to the markets and investing and compounding?
This all started back in 2013-14, I would say, because like I started up my own business kind of thing in 2011. I started my own web design and development firm where I've been providing a lot of software as a service kind of a solution. And this investment strategy was started or introduced to me from my banker. And all of these had something called as a cost to the bank as well. Now that like there's one good thing about INDmoney is that I came to about the concept of direct investment.
Yeah.
Yeah. So before then, the banker told me that like there's this investment thing which will be giving you interest every month or like every single quarter. You'll be able to see greater prospects.
Yeah.
I never knew what an SAP was then. It happens to be an SAP, which I came to know at a later part. So he introduced me to. He told me something which I never understood those days. He said one is a small cap and another is a value fund. I said like, okay, fine, go ahead, invest in it. I just asked him, what is the company name? He said, one is HSBC, a foreign company. Another is ICICI, an Indian company.
Yeah.
Those two are like big names which I've heard of. I've seen a lot of their banks. I said, okay, invest it.
Yeah.
So I gave him like 25,000, 2 checks. And I asked him like after 3-6 months, like what is the result like? And I was really shocked the minute I saw that. Because I've invested roughly about like 50,000 a month for almost 3-4 months. Like 2 lakh was my investment. The profit that it showed was like stupendous because it was roughly about 2,25,000 or something.
Okay.
I was like, in 4 months' time, I made 25,000. Is it true? He said, like, yes, sir, this is what I've been saying. You'll get a lot of money.
Yeah.
And I told him, okay, then come. Let's introduce to me what all products you have.
Okay.
The typical greedy mind, I told him, like, what all you have got.
Yeah.
And I tried investing almost at 1.5 lakh every month. So this went successfully for almost like 1.5, 2 years.
Okay.
Since 2016. Then I see that this market is like giving up a lot of profit. So roughly about like 15, 20 lakhs would be my investment. And the output of that is like 4.5, 5 lakhs was the profits.
Yeah.
So I was like really happy to see them. And this is something I kept telling my parents that like, okay, this is how you have to invest. I was like showing off to my father.
Yeah.
Like, see, this is how you invest, not buying up junk of prospectus at your home.
Yeah.
And then it so happened that like I became greedy, I would say. I thought like, okay, now that we have got money, we could afford to do everything. Okay, we've got like good profits. Let's try to take these profits out. Then I thought like, okay, fine, now I've got my money and I've found a route, the golden duck, which is going to lay me a lot of money.
Yeah.
Because I've never seen a crash till then. I've never seen market going down because every month I invest, I'm just seeing growth. Okay, so whatever money I get, I try to tell him like, okay, can I invest into something else? He says like, you can't invest, this is a fixed amount which has to go. You can't. I thought like, okay, I'll go with the traditional route of putting into the savings account.
Okay.
I put the reminders, whatever I had in savings account. And then like, my passion in life was to buy a fancy car. Then I told my parents, I'm going to buy a car.
Okay.
So they said like, you don't even have a home now. Why do you want to buy a car? I said like, car is something only which I can drive at this age. Then they said like, first buy a home, buy an apartment. Then you can look out for a car. They told me, where will you park the car? I said like, we'll park it in the road. There's no issue at all. A lot of people are parking on the roads. There's no issue. Then I told them like, I want to buy a luxury car. Then they went mad.
Of
they were
course.
like, oh, what stupidity is this? I said like, no, I want to buy a luxury car. That's my passion. So I spent this money and I went and bought a BMW.
Wow.
Yeah.
A good car to have at 35.
Very true. The car was an amazing brand, an amazing car to drive.
Yeah.
It was very good to start with. And years passed by, a year, 2 years, 3 years, and later which you get to see the cost of running this car, managing this car.
The maintenance every month.
The maintenance is like exorbitant.
Yes.
That is not for the lower middle class families like mine. And that's when my father was taking up his stance now. I told you not to buy this. Now you are repenting on spending for all of these expenses. Then I said like, okay, it's my passion. I wanted to buy this. So write it in my passion spends. So I was like learning up things. So I thought like, they will write it in my passion spending.
Yeah.
That's then he said like, this is like way too much. Better buy a home now. This is not a right time to spend on this. So I thought like, okay, let me buy a car, like buy a home. So, but I didn't have the money to buy the home because you can't afford to buy that. So what I did was I broke my SIPs. I made my account flat.
You redeemed all of your units?
Yeah, I told him like, I asked my banker like, can I withdraw this money? He said like, yes sir, you can do that. Withdraw all the money and give it to me and I'll use it for my expenses.
Okay.
I never knew what a LTCG or STTG, nothing I knew. So I told him like, bring out all the money. That is one of the biggest mistake I've done in my life. I regret for that even till date. Yeah. Because that was back in 2016. Now it's like 10 years past there. I could imagine what that money would have become by now.
It would have, you could have bought 3 homes and then never had to take a bill.
Exactly. I never had to even work for my life. So that would have been, I could have become financially independent by now. So I withdrew all the money and I went and paid as a down payment for my home and I took a home loan. Okay. The typical Indian mentality starts. Every month you earn money, you pay for your EMI, car EMI, home EMI. So each of them were roughly coming to 1 lakh. So every month I need to pay 3.5 lakhs for my expenses alone. Oh no. As a loan, I would say, like I have to pay the bank for 2 loans as well as for this SIP, which is 1.5 lakhs. So I somehow managed these off. I worked a lot. So I tried my best to go bring up this money and I paid this up. I did not stop those SIPs. I continued them still. Then everyone was happy at home. Like we bought a home, the car is nicely parked there and life was going very rosy. Yeah. And then like my investment went on and suddenly there was this COVID break which happened.
And by the time COVID came, how much money had you put back in the market?
I would say like 40 lakhs something.
Okay.
And what happened was we never knew. Like, I never seen a crash till then.
Of
So
course.
that's the first time I'm going to see. So I was like happily thinking that like, markets are like really good and every month investing. That's it. And this COVID break has brought a lot of financial literacy into the market, I would say.
It does.
Everyone
It
was
did.
home and everyone started YouTubing, and you get to see a lot of YouTubers, a lot of influencers, you could call them, and a lot of fancy apps came. So many mobile apps where you could track things, everything yourself. And that's when I started installing INDmoney. So I installed up your app. The first thing that it showed me was this is investment which is linked with the banker.
Yeah.
You could save this much money if you went with the direct investment. Then INDmoney showed me the option to change them, all of them, into direct funds.
Yeah.
So I immediately swapped all of them into direct funds. But then the issue that happened was my portfolio was bleeding. It went to 50%. Like Nifty was somewhere hovering around like 7,000 to 8,000 range during then, 2019, the 2020 time.
Yeah.
So the portfolio was almost half the price.
Yeah.
My investment of 40 became like 22 lakhs something. I felt really bad to say this. I did not tell anyone because I didn't want it to sound again in front of my
your dad would have.
Yeah. He would have think like, okay, tit for tat. My time came now.
Yeah.
So I did not tell him. So I just saw my portfolio. It was like bleeding.
Yeah.
But one good thing that happened was I did not stop my SIPs. I wasn't aware that I can stop them, or like I thought like this has to be paid. That's it. So my SIPs went on, and that was one of the golden moment, I would say, because every month that 7,500 of Nifty, I was buying at that price, all the market at their lowest price.
Right.
So that almost went for like 1.5 years, and after which the rally started. Yeah, the 2022 was like a great timing, I would say. So 21 late itself it started. The market rocketed. It skyrocketed.
Yeah.
And I saw because I invested like almost like this 1.5 years, I've invested another 15 lakhs.
Okay.
So my investment was roughly like 45 lakhs. And that rocketed like crazy.
Yeah.
So that was one of the greatest moment.
And how much roughly, do you remember how much returns you made during that time, during the rally? Peak return.
Peak return, I would say that it went almost like 40%, I would say.
Wow.
That was a great number which I was seeing. And I did one more thing too. What I did was I thought of investing into stocks by then. So I thought like I'm a very big literate now in finance.
Yeah.
Let me try to go with the stock picking.
Yeah.
And I don't know which one to start from, where to start, how to start. So I thought like, okay, let me try copying someone else's style.
Yeah.
So I've heard of the term as copycat investing.
Yeah.
So I thought, let me go with the big veterans in the market, the big people. So I go to online sites, I see the big top players, all these big names, Rakesh Junjunwala ji, Radhakrishnan Damani. I see all of their portfolios, what all they hold. So I invested like almost 43 lakhs then.
Oh my goodness.
Yeah, I told my wife, like, give me all the gold. She told me, I don't have nothing. I wanted to pledge them.
No way.
Yeah, I did that.
How did you go from collecting gold coins to now pledging your gold to buy stocks?
Because this mentality has gone crazy into me because I thought something struck me that like the market is going to go and the market will definitely return. Then I again went my banker friend. I told him like, can you please take it as a pledge and give me some money. So I kept this gold as a pledge. So got 43 lakhs. I invested this 43 lakhs.
Okay.
Into the market during the COVID crash.
Yeah.
So roughly in 2020, March or April it would be.
Yeah.
And I didn't know how to buy the stock. I just went into the market, find out the biggest names from those top players and just invested on one shot. I didn't buy them as like higher price, lower price, averaging them, nothing I did.
You just put money in the market.
That's it. I just went, go 10 lakh, buy IRFC, put 10 lakh, buy ITC.
Okay.
10 lakh Tata Motors. That's it. I invested 10 lakhs on 5 different companies.
Okay.
So roughly 8 to 10 lakhs. So the investment was 43 lakhs. And I forgot it. Okay, then...
and then 6 months...
And then it happened. 6 months later, I see my portfolio from 43 lakhs, it has gone to 65 lakhs.
Yeah.
I was like so happy. I started showing off. I called up my wife. I called my father like, see, this is how you do business.
Yeah.
See how I'm doing now. And my mutual fund is also like, it was in bloodbath, that is also recovered now. And again, my parents started up saying, okay, you've got good money, you better try saving it.
Okay.
And again, I did the biggest mistake of my life.
Don't tell me you sold again.
I sold it. I completely wiped it off. I sold all these stuff. The way how I bought them with one click, I sold them in one click.
Oh no.
Account gets credited with the money. You've got 65 lakhs in cash.
Yeah.
Pay off the 40 lakhs loan, 25 lakhs you have in hand. What to do with this 25 lakhs? So I went to buy a home where I could pay this as a down payment to that. But then when the progress was happening, there was a requirement for additional funds.
Yeah.
So then naturally my mind came into the mutual funds. I told like, okay, let me sell them off. And I sold them again, went it back again zero. So this time I told them, okay, don't sell entire portfolio. Sell like keep some amount into it.
Yeah.
And sell the rest. So I roughly managed to get about 45-50 lakhs.
Yeah.
And I thought like, okay, 45 lakhs, 25 lakhs here, you have 70 lakhs now, you can pay as a down payment, registration cost, everything. Let's take another loan. And I did that. And that is something which I'm regretting even till date, because if you see my portfolio now, that's the same amount of 43 lakhs which I've invested. It is now standing at a whopping 1.56 crores.
Oh no, you must be regretting it so much.
225x it has made. Like, that's the power of compounding.
Yeah.
Like, I started thinking like, okay, finance has to be something which should be with us. We should teach it to our kids. The mistake which my father did, I shouldn't be doing it. I see a lot of YouTube videos where they say you have to start young, the investment journey. Only then you will get the compounding adding up to your thing. So the J curve of growth happens at a later part of stage.
Right.
So I thought like, okay, I miss this. How do I give this opportunity to my kids? So I have like 2 boys. So I created 2 accounts on their names and I started SIPs for them.
Let's talk about your and your family's early relationship like with money.
My relationship with money was quite naive, because I come from a family background where the earnings from my parents was not even able to suffice our basic requirements. So though my father was a banker, the initial days was like really tough for us, because we were like 3 kids at home and he has to take care of the entire kids' education and their colleges, and he was working as an officer in the bank, not in the greater levels. So we had to live the life of frugality, and then like we need to run our day-to-day schedule. So that's how it was.
Yeah.
And we never had the concept of saving. Like whenever we ask my parents like, do we have any savings money and stuff, they say like, no, we don't even have money to run things, the home in a safer way. So we don't have anything that could be like useful for you guys. So like when we grew up a little bit, like we went and asked them like, okay, what is our share from this home? They said like, nothing, we have given you the education, so you better study good, and then like you start earning for yourself. That's the only answer we have got from them.
So you had a very interesting, and I think it's a very funny story also somehow, because you made money, you sold, you made money and sold. So when did it click to you that, oh, I need to be a long-term investor, compounding will be on my side?
After I bought the second home, when I saw this exponential growth in the market of this 5 simple stocks which I had, 45 lakhs to 1.65 lakhs, it struck me hard.
Yeah.
So that's when I understood like finances better, that you need to have like 3 different buckets of investment, that you need to plan for your future, plan for the education, plan for your emergencies, everything, things like that. So now that I've come to that mindset, I don't disturb them. I let them like stay there. I would say like INDmoney was the first platform I knew about where I could do international investing.
Yes.
Yeah, so I invested during the COVID break. After that, in 2021, I invested 10 lakhs into the US market. So back then, the FANG companies were like very famous.
Yep.
So I just invested like 1.5-2 lakhs into each of companies. Same way how I did with the Indian companies. So that I forgot. So back then the LRS scheme was also there. You can't invest more than 7 lakh rupees. So I thought like, okay, I'll invest only this amount. Let's see what it happens. And then like as days rolled on, you wouldn't believe that has surpassed my Indian exposure and Indian's progress. And that's given me like 160% of growth.
Of course.
So the 10 lakhs have now become 26 lakhs.
Wow.
So that is like something really crazy for me. 1.5 years back, I had another financial requirement.
Okay.
So again, this time, rather than selling my equities or mutual funds, I came up with the option from INDmoney as where I could lien my stocks.
Yeah.
So a loan against your securities, the LAS. And this is the lesson that I learned, that I should never sell my mutual funds or equity. And I've determined this time. I said like, okay, I'll plan my finances in a way that I will never sell them again. I'll make sure that they run for at least the next generation. My
Right.
kids, when they come to my age, let them see where it has progressed.
Yeah.
That's what I've been telling them.
You have such an interesting story. But okay, so after all of these things happening, now as we speak today, what does your total net worth look like?
My network would be roughly into real estate, these two home that I hold. So they would be roughly about 4 and 3 CR, roughly 7 CR into real estate. And I've got about 2.75 CR into mutual funds, Indian mutual funds, and 25 lakhs into international equities,
Okay.
and roughly about 40 lakhs into Indian equity.
Okay.
And I didn't go with individual stock picking this time. I went into an ETF route.
Okay.
So again, traditional Indian mentality of gold bees and ETFs. I was very crazy about these EV revolution that's happening. So I thought like I'll go into this EV. So I went to EV ETF, and I also went towards international ETF. So there's a Nasdaq 100 ETF which was there. So instead of me picking 5 different stocks, I thought index investing is like very good. So I thought I'll go with the Nasdaq 100 ETF.
Yeah.
So 40 lakhs there. And back then I had an investment of fixed deposits. So I thought like fixed deposits were bad. Before I came to know about or knowledge about all of these, I went into ULIPs.
Yeah.
So ULIPs were like really fancy those days.
I think there's not a singular finance mistake that you've not made.
No, I've done everything. I've done all the mistakes in finance. I've like flattened my account zero twice.
Yeah.
And I went into ULIP investment, fixed deposit investments, every damn thing I've done on
Yeah.
So this ULIP investment, gives me a life coverage of 1 CR, and then they pay you like about 35,000-40,000 a month. So that comes to me as an investment. So roughly 1.2 CR is there in the ULIPs.
So I think if I add it all up, it'll be close to the 15 crore mark.
Yeah, 13 to 15 crores.
So you mentioned that you follow copycat style of investing. Is that still something that you're doing, or have you progressed from there and now you have your own investing frameworks?
I still keep a track of things. I don't follow individual stock picking these days because the stocks that they own are in millions.
Yeah.
And we won't be able to like buy million shares of any stock.
Yeah.
We don't have the financial budget towards that. So the maximum we could buy is like 1,000 shares of each company. And that's not going to give a great fortune to us. So I still keep track of what they're buying, what their asset allocation is, like which companies they're holding. But I don't try to go with that. Now I'm more towards an index style of investment. So I go with EV index. Defense is like building a lot in India. So I try to go with defense index and the Chinese ETF, the international ETF. So these market, I see a lot of potential. I try to invest some kind of allocations there. And the Indian market is my major crux. So I try to invest like 40% into Indian markets. So I'll have like 20% into large, 10% into mid, and 10% into small caps.
Yeah.
Followed by, I try to go with 20% into Nasdaq because I see a great fortune on all the IT companies there. So 20% there, 5% in EV ETF, 5% in defense.
Right.
So that makes like 50% into Indian equity.
Yeah.
Then I have 20 in the US market and some 5% allocation towards Chinese market too.
Okay.
And the others, I would be keeping them into gold. And silver has seen such a big rally. So I don't want to miss out there.
Yeah.
So I didn't want, because a lot of people told me buy silver, buy silver. I didn't want it to be in the FOMO crowd because I've learned that lesson before.
Right.
You buy at the very top price, then the market plummets. I don't want to do that mistake. So I thought I'll just go with the SAP route. So I'll go buy some silver bees. And some funds I keep it as the powder for the market. I would say a dusting powder, I would say. It's like if anything goes wrong, let me try to rebalance them with this money. So some in debt funds too. So this is the asset style which I'm trying to invest now.
Okay.
So even today I'm trying to invest almost like 3 lakhs. And this is the asset allocation I'm trying to follow. I try to go with the index style of investing with this percentage allocation into each sectors.
So now with the corpus that you currently have, do you feel like financial freedom is still something that you're chasing, or do you consider yourself financially free?
No, I would say that I'm still not financially independent.
Okay.
Because for the lifestyle that I'm living now and the expenses that I need, because I don't want to stop my SAP investment. So I need 3 lakhs for that, definitely. And I need to run my home. At least for that, I need 1 to 2 lakhs. So I need at least 5 lakhs for my running. And the investments that I hold now, they will not be able to bring me 5 lakhs of fortune every single month.
Yeah.
So I need at least another 10 to 15 CR to at least achieve this goal. So I'm still not financially independent. I'm still working hard to get that money.
Yeah.
But that's something which I have to work on. I'm finding out sources or platforms. In fact, I did a mistake again of getting into FNO.
Oh no! And
Yeah.
how recently was that?
That was like 6 months, 7 months
Oh,
back.
that's very recent. And
After
what?
learning about markets, so I came across this future and options
Yeah.
and the derivatives market. So I thought like, okay, let me try a hang of it. We have explored every damn thing. Let's do this also. So I took a capital of 5 lakhs, wiped it off entirely.
Oh
I
no!
lost 5 lakhs flat. I didn't tell anyone at home.
Of course.
So they were asking me, what are you doing looking at the charts? I thought, like, no, I'm learning something. So I would say this is the money I paid for my tuition fees to the market. The market taught me a very good lesson.
Yeah.
Then I thought, like, okay, fine, I've learned something. Then I saw a lot of YouTube videos, a lot of international videos and stuff. Okay, markets behave like this with the help of charts. You have to learn this technology, that feature, this indicator, that indicator. All things under earth. Again, brought a capital of 5 lakhs. Eroded it again.
Then?
10 lakhs gone, wiped off.
Yeah.
Then again, the greed inside me would not let me stop at 10 lakhs. I brought another 5 lakhs.
And then?
Then again, that got wiped off.
Oh no!
That's when I understood there's something called as whales and sharks in the market, and you will not be able to compete with them. The way how they move the market and the insider tradings, whatever happens, you can't withstand their force.
Yeah.
Then I thought like SAPs are the best crowd. SAP sahi hai. Then I thought like that's the only way of investment.
Yeah. So, despite your love for equity, you still hold a sizable real estate portfolio. I'm curious, when you separate the two, when you don't think about the missed returns that you would have made in equity and you objectively look at real estate, do you think that it is a good investment avenue for a normal, regular retail investor?
If there were no markets, like if there were no Nifty and Sensex, then real estate is a very good investment, I would say. And I still hold real estate as a big chunk in my portfolio. I would say that's again the biggest mistake which I've done. It's again the biggest mistake because we've been brought or tuned in our minds that real estates are physical, tangible things which are like you can hold them, something which you can touch and feel, unless like these virtual stocks and equities. But I would say that real estate again is the biggest mistake. I started preaching all my people, the youngsters whom I see, don't buy an apartment, don't buy a home, try to be in rental. The first thing answer get is like, you bought a home, you did things, and why are you telling me? This guy is jealous that I'm planning to buy a flat. I say like, okay, go buy it.
Yeah.
Nobody listens. When you try to advise them, nobody listens to that. They have to learn it by themselves. And then like they buy a home and they start paying up the EMI. And after like 3 months or 6 months, 3 years, 5 years down the lane, they see that their principal has nothing been reduced. It's just the interest that they have paid. They have paid almost like 20 lakhs and that's all gone into the interest. And had they just paid a rental income, just a rent to someone, they would have put this investment into the markets. They would have made a lot of money there or fortune there.
Yeah.
So I would say that real estate is the biggest mistake. And me selling my equities twice and buying this is the biggest blunder, I would say.
Did you ever consciously pay attention to your risk capacity when you were taking leverage, when you were taking debt? Did you ever consciously look at it?
No, I was not aware of this concept of risk at all. So I never knew there is something called as risk. I just think that what would happen, the market crash. Market will never crash. It will again revamp. Like whenever it goes on a downtrend, it has to again come up.
Yeah.
So that was my whole intention. Okay, so markets are down, start investing more. That's it. It will come back because I've seen it in the past during the COVID rally. So I thought like, fine. But I would never advise anyone to do this mistake of taking leverage and investing in the market or take the risk, because risk capacity differs from person to person.
Exactly. Yeah.
So a person A earning like 1 lakh will be different from a person earning 3 lakhs. So they will have different exposure of risk.
Yeah.
So my risk exposure is like different. So I can't compare this with anyone else.
Right.
So that's something which I wouldn't advise anyone to do.
Yeah. Thank you so much, Anand. I think this
Thank
was...
you, Shagun.
I love your journey, and like I said, I love the fact that you made every mistake. You came here, you admitted to everything, and this was such a big learning curve, I think, not just for me, but for the audience who will be watching. So thank you for coming here and giving us your time today.
Thank you so much, Shagun. My pleasure is all mine.
And you too, I hope you like this conversation. What was an investing mistake that you've made? Let me know in the comments. Now, I'll see you in the next episode of The Network Show. So take care until then.